Good morning, friends. Today's class we are discussing introduction to servlets as well as CGI scripting languages. CGI stands for Common Gateway Interface. The main intention of the CGI is I need to develop a web application, but I need to develop the web applications by using C language as well as by using C++ or by using some other Python or etc. some other programming languages. I don't know any scripting languages like Java, JSP, etc. etc. The main thing is CGI is a common gateway interface. It is used to convert your normal C program into web application. That is the main intention of the CGI program. But the drawback of the CGI is it is platform dependent. That is the drawback of CGI. And one more drawback is it serves for only one. It serves for only one particular person at a time. That is the main difference. That is the main drawbacks using CGI. Let it be now, but we'll see some CGI program and purpose of CGI program, how to run the CGI program. We'll see now. Uh, Generally, we need to write the program. First step one, we need to write the program that may be in any language. After writing the program, we need to convert that program into as a CGI program. Next up, we need to save that particular file into the server, CGI server. By default, when we are using XAMPP or some other particular servers, we have one CGI-bin folder. We need to store that particular file within the CGI bin folder. And after that, we need to run the file. Let it be now, we'll see one particular simple program using CGI language and how to convert into how to run the file, and we'll see now. Once again, now assume this is the one simple C program. Include stdio.h, page content type is equal to text/html, hello world, print mgit return. This is the one simple CGI program p1.c. Then next step is you need to convert this CGI file into this C program into CGI file. Compile and generate the CGI file. CC is the command. Compile, C program name -o, generate the output file p1.cgi. That is nothing but we are writing the C program. We are converting into CGI program. After converting CGI, we need to place that particular program. within the server. By default, anyhow, already we are completed PHP. In PHP, we are using XAMPP within software. Within that, we have one particular CGI-bin folder. Place this particular file within the CGI bin. Okay, write the C program, generate the CGI file, and copy and paste the CGI file into XAMPP into the server. Into the server in the sense CGI-bin folder. Now start the server, XAMPP server, open the browser, type the URL and run the CGI file. That is nothing but localhost/CGI-bin/p1.cgi. Localhost, this is the localhost. CGI- is our particular folder name. P1.cgi is our particular file name. This is the regarding CGI. And coming to the servlets, servlets are used to develop the large scale applications. Servlets are used to develop the large scale applications. Servlets are secure compared to other programming languages, other web development things like PHP, JSP, etc. But servlets are purely developed by using Java. Then automatically we are getting all the advantages of Java. And we may get one particular question, advantages of servlets over CGI and advantages of servlets over CGI. And normally also advantages of servlets, we can write these things. One is multi-threading. Multi-threading is nothing but I can serve many people at a time. But CGI, one-to-one only, but coming to the multi-threading, I can able to serve many people at a time. Servlets are platform and system independent. Platform and system independent. That is nothing but I can able to run using any programming language. I can able to run in any operating system. Once if you are develop any web application, it works for any operating system and easy to maintain and scalable. And it is robust. And it is purely object-oriented programming languages. Servlets are object-oriented programs and secure, less time to respond. This is the very, very important. Servlets are less time to response. It takes very, very low time to response. Immediately it goes and it takes some time. Then coming to the next one, life cycle of the servlet. It is also important. Life cycle of the servlet, it has mainly three parts. One is init. Init is used to initialization. Init is used to initialization and service. And one more thing, init method won't take any arguments. Init only once it executes. In the program, it executes only once. Service method, it serves any number of people. It takes two different arguments, that is the request object as well as response object. We can call any number of times. Service method, we can call any number of times. And destroy method, it is used to destroy the servlet. And within the service method, we have different options, either do get method or do post, do head, do options, do trace, etc., etc. But mainly when we are retrieving data, we are using these two methods, do get and do post. Those are also takes two different arguments. One is request object, second one is response object. Initialization, service calls, request as well as response. It may call any of these methods. Any of these methods. Destroy is also once. Now, this is the important diagram. Next, coming to the program. Import java.io.star. I need some IO functions. Import java x.servlet.star. Servlet I need to include public class, lifecycle of servlet, extends, generic servlet. When you want to become anything becomes a servlet, it should be extends either servlet class or HTTP servlet class or generic servlet class. Then only it becomes a servlet. And already I said I have two different methods. One is init method, service method, as well as destroy method. Init method used to initialize the variables, service method is used to service, and destroy method is used to destroy. Init method won't take any arguments, destroy method also won't take any arguments, service method it takes request object as well as response object, and it throws servlet exception comma IO exception. It may throw servlet exception comma IO exception. Mainly in this class, we are discussing two different options. One is CGI. CGI stands for Common Gateway Interface. I can write the programs in any programming language. I can able to convert those programs into web applications. For that, we need to write the program, compile the program, and generate the output file as a CGI file. Place that particular file in the server, then run the file. That is the one intention. Next one is advantages of servlets. Servlets are more secure compared to other programming languages, and servlets are platform independent and system independent. Servlets are secure. Servlets are object oriented programming languages. The next concept is life cycle of servlet. Within the life cycle of the servlet, it takes mainly it contains three parts: initialization, service, as well as destroy. Within the initialization, init method, service method, destroy method. Init method only once. Service method takes 2 argument and throws servlet exception as well as IO exception. Destroy method is also only once. It is used to destroy the service. Okay, thank you. By next class, we'll see reading parameters and as well as reading initialization parameters. That is nothing but configuration parameters. Thank you. Thank you.